All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have started.
We're live.
Welcome to the CeleTake podcast, the season finale for season 7. Woo! Captain's edition.
Yes, sir.
We've got a decent amount of these captains here.
Hello.
Yeah, just keep it up to your mouth whenever you decide to speak.
7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah,
7, an ex-captain, and then we'll have the new captain arriving. Choose your character. Anybody want to guess who's going to be the new captain for next season? It's not. No, the Coyotes are dead. We ran them over. I know, but people don't always look. They would have to scroll all the way.
I still don't know who it is.
There we go. Boogie's in the chat. Shout out Boogie.
Shout out Boogie.
All right, Eric, take us away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, guys, how we feeling? How we feeling?
Pat, can you grab my drink?
Who's got the mic? Who's got the mic? Oh,
Oh,
how you feeling, Pat? How you feeling?
we feeling good, man. Had a little drink. I was supposed to cheers, but I already drank my drink.
Thank you, Pat.
Are we cheersing?
Oh,
Oh,
look, there's a sip in
we're
there.
gonna cheers before shot. I guess,
Cheers
sir.
to a great season
That's all right.
and
Yeah, shout out
a great
us.
season ahead too. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers,
Cheers
everybody.
to season 7, season 8.
Shout out
Yeah,
everybody
yeah, yeah.
here. Thank you
Salute.
guys for all your help. We love you. Shout out season 7. No.
Shout out to Eric, the
Fucking-
Kanye of the league, baby.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
Too soon. Too soon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Golly.
What did I say? What did I do?
Take the mic.
Give me this shit.
Sorry, we only have one mic.
Nah, Tone said Kanye's the new AO now.
Oh, hell no. Hey, Mom.
Kanye.
Damn.
But now we got some new things coming to next season, right? First one up, the biggest one I think is going to be the 3-point. How do you say it? Free throw.
Yes. So if you're I mentioned this last week for those of you that watched, but if you're fouled on a 3-point attempt, instead of taking 2 free throws, first one worth 2, second one worth 1, we are going to change it to where you're going to just shoot 1 3-point shot from the top of the key worth 3 points. So you shoot a 3, you get fouled. You take a 3, you earn your 3 points. Pretty self-explanatory. Same rules apply. When you shoot the ball, it's on release for everybody that is in the paint. It is on touch of the rim for the shooter. Yeah.
That'll help for the pace of the game.
That'll help for pace of the game. Yes, thank you very much, Patriolo.
Your free throw percentage is going to be shit, but
That's all right.
that'll be all right.
That's okay.
Sauce, you got you.
Yeah? Yeah.
So it'll be a free throw.
I do it every week. I'm going to count it as a free throw.
Okay. So how do you, Sauce? You got the mic. How do you feel about this? What's your like take on this new rule?
As a member of the CeleNation League,
Yeah.
makes sense. We're trying to do different things. As someone who has coached basketball for most of his life, my
coached
God.
sixth graders.
Yeah, coaching 6th graders. Yeah, no. I mean, I get what we're doing. I understand we're trying to differentiate from other leagues and stuff. So, like, more power to y'all for that. So I'm probably going to coach my guys to take even less threes if they're already bad at it. Yeah, but like we talked about, it's really only going to affect a few people. Not too many people are out here getting fouled on 3-pointers, so I understand that aspect of it. It's not too many people getting fouled in general because not too many people attack the basket or play in such a way to get contact. But that's my 2 cents on that. I think it'll be fine. It's not going to make much of a difference.
No, not at all. Hopefully save a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Anybody else? How do we feel about this rule?
I'm good, sure. Good with it. Anybody
Patriolo likes it. Pat Klein.
My say
He's good.
has nothing to do with the rules.
Yeah, but you're still a player, so now you have a
Oh,
good
yeah,
advantage.
I mean, I love the
you're
rule
speaking
because-
for players now.
Yeah, now you're captain
I mean-
of the Players Association.
Yeah, I got a new role in the league.
No, you don't. 1v1 wants
Got
that. So
I got put down a step, but whoever drafts me will have an assistant coach
fucking
now.
Alex. He said, Clyde, the crisscross legs on the couch is wild. Man, no, the only one is the guy from Sweden, Tim or whatever. Yeah.
That's how he sits at restaurants too.
God damn it, Eric. This is why you're Kanye. We want the old Kanye. God damn it.
My
Ziggy.
mic was directed right at your mouth when you said that. I just interviewed the shit out of it.
Ziggy, what'd you say about his cock?
All right. So we had another rule. Well, we're getting rid of the review for playoffs because
It was a pain in the ass.
pain in the ass, very crowded, very
Didn't work. It
not
didn't
time
work.
efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
We had a fake out from the Mambas. Then we had you guys try to call it on a call that wasn't called. And then you guys used it, and the refs should have kept the call on the floor the same, and then they overturned it with no conclusive evidence. So clearly we don't know how to do it, which is fine, but it took up – that first game took an hour and a half. So there's no reason why any game should take that much time. If that would have been a regular season game, we would have been so far behind schedule. So for us, it doesn't really make sense to keep that rule. Challenge is dead.
Yeah, I mean, La Familia should have just won that shit in regulation, but then we wouldn't have had this problem. What's up, Tom?
Come on in.
Uh-oh.
The water's fine.
Speaking of the
Who
devil,
is
La
that
Familia's in the building.
Pokemon? Who is it?
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, we're live. Please take off your shoes. Shot Doc, welcome
It's like
in.
Pee Wee Herman, man.
This guy is our new captain of the Doctors. I don't know if that's his team name, but we'll see. Shot Doc,
Pest control.
welcome in. Welcome in. Shout out Pest Patrol.
Was that up? Pest Patrol.
Pest Patrol of Central Florida.
Is that our first live walk-in?
No, we've had that before. We've had it before. We
That
have.
was dope, though. Any?
Oh, the bass.
What do you mean by that? Oh.
So the only way they're going to hear you is if you have the mic. So we'll pass it around as need be.
But Shot Doc, new captain. Breaking news. How do you feel?
Wait till we pass this thing around.
Well, I mean, it's cool to be here. Good group of guys. I got asked last season. I was kind of on the fence, but then after how this season ended, it's a good opportunity to try and, at least attempt to do your own thing. So,
What are you excited about more about?
building my team, getting a bunch of good guys that are smart, have a good attitude, and just want to go out and play. That's the biggest thing. So,
What would you say is like your identity, like
my identity.
for your team, like because you are like a good shooter.
Yep.
So would you say you would draft a team like shooters or?
No, everybody I'm gonna pick is gonna be eligible for a PhD. So I mean that's the biggest thing, just the guys that know how to play as a team together.
So IQ guys.
IQ.
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? I don't know.
Hey, Kyle, I made a joke before you walked in that y'all should have, and it wasn't really a joke, you should have went on regulation. But after watching the game back, and I know you're frustrated, you and Tone, after the game, do you think it was called fair? Or did you think, you guys should have won that game? It was really on.
If I'm completely honest,
Yeah, completely honest.
there was a few things we could have done. I mean, I missed a free throw. A couple other guys missed a free throw or two.
Yeah.
I mean, I sucked at this year. I fucking sucked at free throws. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know why, but
I appreciate the honesty.
He's still getting his doctorate.
What was really bad? Probably the worst call was Braylon traveled. I'll tell you, he 100%. He traveled. He traveled. But here's how bad it was.
Yeah.
Okay, we reviewed it twice. We overturned it, and then we didn't get the points.
Correct.
So if you overturn it, you have to get the points. There's no way.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean that's the one. I mean there's a couple other ones that is
So
just
you believe you guys should have got the points?
or not really
For the
points,
travel
just
call.
like I don't know. Especially, I felt like the game was equally good and equally bad the whole game until the last 4 or 5 minutes. That's when it's just maybe there's too much pressure for somebody to blow a whistle. He's not here today, but
You missed it right before you walked in, but they're getting rid of the
Challenge.
I would too because it wasn't really effective.
It didn't work.
It didn't work,
I mean,
no.
we came to a conclusion that the call should have stayed, and then they reversed it, and then it was just completely a shit show.
Yeah.
Wow, right on cue. What a good shot. Shout out Gene Ballister.
Yeah,
That was
but
a fair assessment. I appreciate it.
I mean, that's life. We shouldn't have been in that position, honestly. So So Ravens played, honestly, probably their best game of the season. So,
we came
so
out here 8 3s.
yeah,
That was crazy. Me and Mike were on the commentary.
You guys took so long, the Coyotes came out of rhythm.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Now another thing we talked about before you walked in was a new addition to the league, which is going to be a 3-point free throw, which is
I
rare.
like that.
You like
I
it?
That. I think I saw that. You're talking about last week.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
spoke about it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, celeb shot every time.
So you're for it. Okay, bet.
Okay.
Put himself on the line.
You got a team name yet?
I was thinking about back and forth probably this season just to make it easy since we're only like a month away already. Whatnot? I'll probably do the doctors.
The Doctors.
Love
I was
it.
joking.
He's gonna operate.
Yeah. Huh? No.
Fuck that.
He's
shit,
got to go
Pat.
white and red.
Nah.
That's prison. That's actually prison. Actually, wrong facility. All right.
Prison doctor.
Let's get into it. Let's get into our first segment. It's called CeleTake. Now, the way CeleTake, the way it works, I think we kind of did this last season too, where based off of where the player was drafted and how they performed this season, you would basically say stock went up or stock went down or stayed the same.
We're gonna go by round,
Go by
just
round,
to keep
yeah.
it a little bit quicker.
Yep.
We start from the bottom up.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we'll start from the bottom up. We'll end with the top round guys.
So starting with round 7. That round we had TP, Prince, then we, 4th pick, Horace, 5th pick, Jay Nola, 6th pick, Mo, 7th pick, Fonzo, 8th pick, Batman, 9th pick, Omar, and 10th pick, Gino.
Did any of their stocks go up or down?
We went up.
Yeah, I would say we.
We went up.
I would say definitely.
No one can go down because that's the.
Yeah.
I mean, Omar can, but that's
Well, Omar's out.
Omar's bad.
Omar,
He went the lowest.
two of the people on that list are not going to be here. So,
Breaking news.
Omar got shadow banned. That's
I mean,
hilarious.
he didn't really get shadow banned. He did it to himself. You don't help. You don't have the points. You don't get invited back. It's a pretty simple system. You've been here for 3 seasons. I mean,
Jay Nola, I would say Jay Nola.
Yeah.
Up to like, yeah.
I don't think there's any like crazy.
No.
Yeah. I don't think there's like crazy movement there. I might, maybe somebody going up a round, but yeah.
Mo and Fonzo.
Hey, Lonzo.
it depends on who gets added in.
Yeah.
I think that's really like the determining factor.
It depends on the tryout too.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. It depends on the talent that we add in.
Because we know everybody was surprised that Fonzo was that late, and then Gino was usually around 5th, 6th rounder because of Eric.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it depends on the tryout really, and who's not coming back.
Batman, yes, I'm using my phone for
Yeah,
the
let,
video.
let us know in the chat who wants
Like
to be
every
doctors.
Batman and Jay Nola.
You got to have a PhD.
Hey guys, if you have not paid yet, please
Batman's
pay.
got winning pedigree.
That's what
He's
I'm
in
saying.
the championship almost every year.
Yeah.
He's been in the championship almost every year but one.
No.
Tell him saying he's been in the championship over every year but one. They're not gonna be able to hear you without the mic.
Oh, well, I'm right next to him.
I'm just letting you know.
Was it James Jones? Same shit that he would go like he would have
Oh, James Jones? Yeah.
game or something.
Yeah.
And still be on the championship.
He just followed LeBron first at some point.
And LeBron's like, you could be the GM.
All right, let's go. Let's go to round 6. Round 6, first pick for the Ravens, we have Chan. Then we had 2nd pick to the Goblins, Ish. 3rd pick, Jordan Becker. 4th pick, Alex Centeno. 5th pick, Jeff Amy El Jefe. 6th pick, Berg. 7th pick, Marcus Sombrano. And then we got Richard Pena, 8th pick. Then 9th pick, Christian Cruz. And then the last pick of the 6th round, Gene Lopez.
Christian Cruz went up.
I think a lot of that round.
Yeah, a lot of that round.
Was that Jeff on the Dogs?
Yeah, Jeff on the Dogs, yeah.
Yeah. He,
Richard Pena had 27 and 35 plus league tonight.
Shit.
Oh shit, really?
the Last Samurai.
Still can't hear you. Tell him to pass the mic. Just ask for the microphone. All right, one at a time. Go ahead, Pat Klein.
I will say, as Gene's captain, his stock definitely went up. He performed way more, like much better than I expected, taking him in the 6th. He came in. He was a great rebounder, great shooter, great teammate. He knew how to control the floor.
Yeah.
And I definitely could see him going 3-4 next year if someone needs a true point guard.
I don't think he's a third or fourth rounder, but I think he definitely moves up to the fifth.
He'd
Yeah,
be fourth,
I
fifth,
would
fourth,
even say
fifth,
Fourth, fifth.
depending on
fourth,
what's your
fifth.
first
If you
depending
pick.
on what you're
if
looking
you go
for,
all
yeah.
big, he's a true point guard.
Yeah.
So if you want a point guard, he's going to control the floor and help your team out.
Does someone slide down around him?
Slide down.
I think. Well, Jeff, Alex. I mean, they
I think
played
definitely
great.
Alex. I feel like Alex.
Personally, I've seen Jordan play like pickup. And then when he does play in the season, like he makes good plays. He makes a smart play. I don't think he had much of an opportunity. In all fairness, I think they had a first rounder that held a lot of those players back. I think Gene made a lot of those guys look great. I think Jordan was one of the guys who unfortunately didn't benefit from Gene's great play based on rotations. But yeah, no, Alex should move up. Gene Lopez, definitely somebody who I can see. Christian Cruz is someone else who, in all fairness, he got injured. He was on a team with, a lot of great players, but he had to sacrifice a lot because I've seen him play. He's usually someone who dominates the ball and initiates the offense. So for him to fill in and be able to be versatile, that's something that is beneficial on any team. Jeff is obviously he's not a damn sixth rounder.
I'm the first rounder for sure.
Let's stop playing around. Damn. Okay, but I'm not saying that either, Eric. Dang.
I'm just trying to throw you guys off. I'm just trying to get ready for the
solid
draft.
fourth rounder. Zambrano's another one that may be fifth round because that guy, there's not a lot of guys that fight on the boards like he does. I wish he would hit more of those layups. I think the Martians would be in a different spot if he did. Yeah, I
They're
mean,
friends.
Yeah.
He said he reminds them of Gallo. They're friends.
The layups are
oh,
gonna
there
come
you
with
go.
like,
They are friends.
Yeah.
Anybody else got something to say about this round? There you go.
Nothing more to say.
I want the mic for next time.
All right, let's jump to round 5. Round 5 starting us off. We got the Coyotes choosing Ty. Then we got the Mambas going with Chris Toro. Then we got Makos with Job. And then we got Martians with Damian Bing. Panthers 5th pick, Mike Hood Superstar. Dogs 6th pick. We got Money Mitch. The 7th pick,
good, Mike.
we got Sterling Shakespeare. The 8th pick of the 5th round, Axel to the Dragons. And then back-to-back picks for the Ravens, 9 and 10 was Gallo and then Daryl Porter. Anybody go down, anybody go up, in you guys' opinion?
Sterling up.
Sterling up.
Pause.
What? Pause on
What do you Sterling?
How does that make sense?
Up?
Pause.
All right, Dean. Have a drink.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Gallo.
Gallo.
Okay.
Ty got picked in the. I thought he was the fourth round.
He was
So I got
he was the
picked in
first
third?
round. He was the first pick.
Joe, man. I mean, this honestly, this is a good.
Usually,
I mean, unless you're a captain that doesn't play.
I think.
Yeah.
I think Mitch goes.
either
down.
either your starter or first person. off the
Sorry,
bench.
Mitch.
Yeah, Sterling. Is
What about
Job?
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 I say Joe.
Toro? Ty?
Joe.
It's all even?
I don't think Toro's stock goes up because he didn't play much.
Yeah.
I think his stock stays pretty much the same.
What do you think on Joe?
I think Job is going to be the 4th or 5th as well.
yeah.
Pass it over the other side. We'll pass it back and forth.
Oh shit!
Can you pick that up, Dean?
That one's empty. Nice.
Pick that up. I don't know whose that is actually.
Not empty.
Honestly, I would say most of these people
No, there's
are the same. I would
know,
say
there's-
probably the ones who go
there's a
up.
little bit of
In my
juice.
opinion,
if you can get a paper towel.
it's
Thank you.
Sterling, Ty, probably Job. But other than that, and Gallo probably. Maybe just go up to a round.
How the fuck he scored those 2 layups on me?
Gallo, yeah. But honestly, just coaching Sterling this year, he's been good.
Thank you.
You think Sterling's the best in that round?
They say
Just-
Sterling is the best in that round.
I'd
Anybody
say
else move
just-
up or down, chat? Let us know
Yeah,
what
just
you guys
Sterling,
think.
man.
Anybody have more value? Anybody should go down. I know Mike Hood Superstar is in the chat right now. Do you think you're still a 5th rounder, Mike? Ziggy thinks you're a 7th.
Yeah, this is his. This wasn't his best playing season, Mike Mitchell. He's done a lot better other seasons.
Ziggy's talking shit in the chat to him. Yeah, just take the mic. Just take the mic.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Are we on 4th round?
Nah, this
Dame's
is
not
still
coming back.
fifth.
He didn't help enough.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
So yeah, then I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, he's done. Dame Horace Omar. Get your damn points. You want to come back? Get your points.
But
It's not that hard.
Mike Mitchell said he first rounder.
Oh, you know what? Everybody's got their own opinion.
Triple double.
Cap going on around here.
Pat's saying that knowing he doesn't have a first round pick.
Batman said, Dean, Batman said you need to be sitting on the floor. Talk to him.
So I guess we
Talk to the bat.
round 4.
That's why you get here early.
Oh, Pat. Because of my record.
What you got, round 4?
Round 4, starting us off, the Ravens picking X. And then the Goblins with JPP, followed by the Dragons, Gene Ballister, La Familia, Chief. The Dogs, Big Bird. The Panthers, Bouncy Bra. The Martians, Vaughn. The Makos, Fritz. And then Brandon Steed to the Mambas, later traded to the Panthers. And then we got Nick to the Coyotes, last pick of the 4th round.
Right.
I love that picture.
He looks like a pirate. It's great.
You want to say it?
Here, you take this
Yeah,
one.
you can take this one.
You
Yeah, you
three
said-
take this. Us two take that. You four
There
try
we
to
go.
swing that shit around.
Goddamn right.
Helicopter dig. To a present chick to the helicopter dig.
Now,
Go.
Bouncy Bro's not back, so obviously
Bouncy, yeah, he's not back this season. He'll be back season 9.
Gene probably.
Gene could definitely go to season to round 3. Nick, I don't think Nick goes up. His
I know
attitude, man. I love Nick.
I think Nick goes up in the round. Like, he wouldn't be the last.
Yeah, that's
in the
fair.
4th.
That's fair.
I say Vaughn go up too.
Yes, Boogie, you had more
Vaughn
points.
had himself a
you had more
year.
points in 1 week than people had the whole season, and you're not even in the league. So shout out Boogie for helping.
What
Shout out
about
Boogie.
Fritz?
What about for he's getting franchise tag, so he's stuck in the
I was gonna
4th.
say that, but
I think he's a third rounder.
Yeah, he's a third round.
He's a
talent,
third
for
rounder.
sure.
Yeah, I think.
all right, Eric. I'm gonna ask you this: Brandon Steed.
Dun dun dun.
It's such a mixed bag. Like, I don't know.
I would say Brandon
Yeah,
Steed.
exactly. Like, it really
I
does.
would say
Because I've
third
seen
round.
him on the Mambas
Third round,
last
fourth
season
round,
be
yeah.
at his best.
Third round, fourth
like,
round,
that's the best
I would say.
situation for him. But whatever, I don't know. I think he took a step back this season. He had moments. We're talking about Brandon Steed for those of you who are not listening. I'm not. That's not a shot fired, by the way, Eric.
Oh, that was one that wasn't listening.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I think it was a weird situation for him because that's a lot of great players on that Panthers team. You had Alex, you had Bouncy, obviously, you had Nacho. So then for Steed to fit into that, it was a little difficult, I feel like.
He did in the beginning.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It was really inconsistent. It wasn't like last season with the Mamas where his impact increased as the season went on, and he found his way throughout. Obviously, it helped because Alex went down in the playoffs at some point, so there's one less person to give the ball to. But I think for the most part, this is the most like this round is pretty much where these guys are. With the obvious outliers being Bouncy, he's not no damn 4th rounder.
You think Big Bird stays in a 4th?
Big Bird could probably fall. JPP,
well, the
I
thing
don't know.
is, JPP, a lot of guys liked the fact that he was the only person on your team that tried against the Coyotes. So a lot of people have spoken highly about his effort. Yeah, Kyle King missing 2 games really, to me, hurt his stock. I love Kyle King, but we needed him against the Dragons and we needed him against the Panthers, and him not being there, to me, is like the best ability is availability.
He was hanging out with Blake Griffin.
Yeah, not an excuse to me. I don't care. I don't care who the fuck you're hanging out with. I was hanging out with Fessy, and then he stopped showing up too. So, like, I want to fucking win goddamn games. I don't care what your excuse is. You can go out, come to the goddamn game.
Mike,
or
can I-
don't go out.
Mike, can I ask you one question?
Talk dirty to me.
How I can make it real dirty. How does it feel that you drafted Kyle King number 5 and Bouncy went next? Like,
Oh,
do
I'm
you
fine with that.
You're fine with it?
I had played against Bouncy in Put Up or Shut Up, and he seemed more ball dominant. And having Yusuf and Fessy, I assumed that the offense was going to be run through those two.
It's not through their game, like how they play. It's more of a Bouncy wasn't there, the first 3 weeks? Or he missed 2 or 3 games?
He missed 3 games, yeah.
Yeah, but
he missed 3 games.
Big Bird was hanging out with Blake Griffin.
Yeah, not an excuse. I don't care. I don't care what your stupid ass excuses. I want to win games. It's a rec league. I want to win games. Sorry.
Yeah.
Blake
I want
Griffin
guys that are
even
going to be there all
relevant?
9 weeks.
Kyle's my guy. I love him to death.
Yeah, it's not an excuse. Just like you guys lost your phone charger and you're late. Not a fucking excuse.
Did you ever find
Show
your
up
ID
on
pack
time?
line? Did you check IDs at the door tonight?
He drove here, so.
That doesn't mean he drove here legally. Cops, don't check his backpack.
And he's drinking.
We got him.
He doesn't have a backpack anymore.
We move on past that. I'm not a captain anymore.
Oh, here, ask for the crowd.
It's somewhere in Fort Lauderdale, long and gone.
Some
Where's
Gator
your
got it.
backpack, Pat?
Backpack, backpack.
Hey, quick poll.
I'm
Who
more-
thinks?
Asked for my ID when I took the train.
Oh!
They didn't?
Don't say it on the mic.
Well, hold up.
Hey,
Quick poll.
Look
Who thinks Pat
it
Klein
up on
lied?
Google. Look it up on Google. It says you have to have an ID.
I already did, and I sent the
thinks Pat Klein
screenshot.
lied?
Who thinks Backline lied?
Why, I have no reason to lie.
Like 2 weeks ago, they didn't ask for my ID.
It says online you need an ID.
Tone is confirming
I
that
woke
they
up at
did
4
not
o'clock in
ask
the
for
morning.
his ID.
They didn't ask for me or my sister's ID.
For the bright line.
They just wanted the QR code, and we're good to go.
All right,
Well,
we're taking the train.
never
We're gonna
taking
go
the train
test this.
again.
We're gonna go
I
test
was
this.
literally there like a week ago.
Tone's saying it's pepperoni
Call
and
it cap.
cheese.
Well, the thing is, I'm
All
not a
right.
cap anymore.
Round 3. Round 3.
That was good, Pat.
Starting us off. We got the Coyotes drafting Raheel first. Then Shot Dog.
The Achilles
to La
Raheel.
Familia. Third pick was the Makos with Anderson Roberts. Cash to the Martians with the 4th pick. We got Marcus Russell, 5th pick to the Panthers. Ryan, 6th pick to the Dogs. Day, 7th pick to La Familia. Then we got Mike Parker, 8th pick to the Dragons. Then Brandon Benton, Spank, 9th pick to the Goblins. And the Ravens ended it off with Chili with the last pick of the 3rd round.
Whatever happened to Chili, man?
Work.
Work.
Yeah, he had too much work. Yeah. I think most of that round goes down. I think 8 out of 10 of those guys go down. I mean, obviously, Shot Doc's in the draft pool. If you weren't, your IQ helps you, but your shooting was horrendous.
Yeah.
I started off hot, then I sucked monkey dick.
Yeah,
After
was rough.
that half-court shot.
it's rough. Yeah, he's good for a buzzer beater every season.
I feel like Day stays.
Yeah. Cass had a rough go when he was there for the 1 week. I think Marcus probably stays there simply because of size and defense, but he's got to hit a damn layup.
Yeah, bro. If he could move like a normal human. Who's that? Marcus.
Oh, good
if he could
camera
move
work
like a
here.
normal human, he would be so good.
I think Mike Parker should stay.
Well, Mike Parker's getting franchise tag. Yeah.
Mike Parker.
I think Day goes down to probably the 7th round.
He probably goes up at same round. Mike Parker.
As a captain, would you take a chance, depending on who you picked first? Would you take a chance with Mike Parker in that 2nd round?
No, he's a good third.
Yeah.
He's a great third.
It's a good
Yeah.
franchise tag for Ghost. I think that's a good fit. Good way to build around.
Who's trying out?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's a great round for Mike Parker.
I think Spank, based on quitting, he's going to definitely fall down. I think Anderson possibly could go up. I don't know if he goes
He's a
much
good
higher than
third,
that.
too.
He's a good third
He's a good
rounder. He's a
third.
great role player.
Yeah.
Ryan potentially goes down to the 4th. He really struggled. If Chili comes back, which I don't think he is, he definitely goes down based on availability.
I think Day stays the same.
I think
Yeah.
Day's a 7th rounder. I think he didn't even win DPOY.
He didn't make the
I
video.
honestly
That's
think
what it
even though I
is.
sucked. I'd stay the same because there's nobody in the league that plays like me. There's nobody that does the little things that I do out there.
Omar. Omar.
No,
Chan.
Big free throws.
Chan. I was about to say Chan plays pretty
Oh my
similar.
God, he put me in a double armbar against the Ravens. Oh my God, I was like,
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
Chan stocks up based on that.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Chan with 3 fouls in 6 minutes was a great stat. He almost caught Prince.
Shout out Prince.
Shout out Prince.
I always draft Kyle in the 3rd. So
Well, now you won't. Now you're dead.
I'm dead.
He's going to get Big Bird now. The other Kyle.
All right.
All right, round 2.
Round 2.
Starting us off with back-to-back picks because of the trade. We have the Ravens selecting Fell and then Dre. Then you got the Dragons with Josiah Kenyon. Then La Familia with Phil. 5th pick was Yusuf to the Dogs. 6th pick by the Panthers was the Shiesty man himself, Tommy. And then we got the Makos 7th pick, 1v1 God. Tay to the Martians with the 8th pick. La Familia, Tremaine, 9th pick. And then Coyotes, final pick of the round with Dallas Hawkins. Anybody jumps to that first round? Number 3?
Nobody jumps to the first round. All right. Fell might jump to the first round. I think everybody else stays or goes down.
I think Fell jumps depending on who tries
I
out.
love how Tommy's
Yeah.
pick is just there's not even a face.
Yeah, I fell in
That's the brand.
end of the season, played very well.
I think Tommy's stock.
Fella's definitely first round.
Tommy's stock probably goes up.
You think Tommy would be a first rounder?
I think he might be a first rounder next season.
Josiah is definitely going to go down. No offense to Josiah.
I think Phil's gonna go down.
Phil definitely is going to go down. Whether he stays in round 2 or not, he's definitely going down based on attitude. Yusuf's definitely going to go down based on the fact that he left for a different country. 100%. I think Maine goes down. And I think Dallas, even though he's not coming back, he probably stays in the similar round. Dallas is going to California for the summer to study something.
Did Dante stay in the second round? You think?
I think he stays in the second. I don't think you build a team around Dante. I think he's a great second option, and I think if you have another scorer with him and he can play on the ball and facilitate the way that he did, I think he'll be a huge threat.
Do you think? Do you guys think Dre?
Whoa,
You know what's
pause.
crazy? I wouldn't draft. No offense to these guys. I wouldn't draft any of them.
Second round?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd skip it.
Forfeit.
I'm the only person on the team.
I'll take a mimosa.
I mean, I know what Kyle's getting at because he said he's gonna draft on IQ.
Whoa, what are you trying to say?
Well, no,
Josiah Kenyon's there. I think Josiah.
nah. I mean, Kyle,
But
you would draft Tommy.
See, the difference between like this here is I'm 6'5", okay. I really don't need on my team a bigger guy than me. I really don't. And there's like okay, pause.
What about Tommy? Tommy's in there.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like there's only 2 or 3, 6, 7 guys in the league, and only 1 or 2 of them are are good. You know, so you know.
I mean,
It's different. It depends how you want to build your team.
I like Josiah, but maybe not in the second round. But I understand.
He's
why
a great
why
energy
he
guy.
got him. It was the energy.
Great
yeah.
energy guy. Yeah, he's a really good energy guy. Dallas.
Out of everybody in Dallas,
We can't hear anything that anybody's saying outside of who has the mic. So just try to. There you go. There we go.
Hey,
Wow.
look at
wow.
this shit right here.
Wow. He just did a 360.
crazy.
So Pat's the only one that can't talk. This is good.
Didn't even know you could do this. No, I think as far as the players on here, like,
Wow, way better.
Dallas is one guy that I think Kyle would go for. But I mean, everybody here, Fell again. We can make the argument Fell moves up into the end of the first round based on how he finished the season. Yusuf with his availability, obviously that's tough, but his ability is first round talent. Let's be real. Tommy, same thing. Tommy's biggest troll. You get a lot with Tommy in the first round. You get a weekly picture of someone else. Yeah. 1v1, oddly enough, I know people are going to look at this season for 1v1 and think he took a step back, but I feel like he had to do a lot more as far as his game. In the same way that Dre had to facilitate more, I feel like 1v1 had to be a lot more of a defender for them and a lot more of a rebounder and playmaker, especially when Dom came over. Tay, I don't know. I don't know what to make of Tay, personally. I know that I've seen him at his best. And I want to see what he looks like with someone as his legitimate number one who's got their head on their shoulders. So like a whole season with Braylon, for example.
Take this.
I'm curious to see what that would have done for Tay. A whole season with a leader who wasn't going to quit on them when things weren't going well, you know? I think Tay would thrive in that situation. Obviously with teammates he knows. Who else is in here? Yeah, Maine's a tough one. He just had a rough year. It's his first year in the league. He's young. Yeah, if you guys had, yeah, we would have had trouble for sure.
That would have been a lot different. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, this is literally what we talked about.
I'm the new guy around here. Sorry.
That's
Damn,
all right.
bro.
Paper towels are right there, Patty.
I hate wet socks, man.
The good part
The
is
league again.
he's doing
Fuck.
it.
it wasn't on camera.
I'm out
We
the
had the
league
graphic
again.
up.
What happened, right?
Wet toe tone.
It looks like Jacob
Wet
Noah
tones.
also wants to play with Tay.
Jay Nola and Tay.
So
Tay
it
Nola.
looks like, but I don't think Kyle wants Jay Noya or Tay.
It's on the other side,
He
Kyle.
said he wanted to be on the medical
other
staff.
side, yeah. If you grab
The docs.
on the oven the yellow towel, you can use that to wipe the rest.
Oh, shit.
Nah.
Shit.
But I love Maine, but I think he drops. He struggled a little bit. He had a couple good moments, but he's young, so he still has a lot to learn. Like, in our group chat is literally like all of us teaching Tremaine, like, every single game. So
That's all you can do.
it's a
Thank you,
project.
Kyle.
And
dudes like that, it takes. For dudes like that, it's also a bit. What do you say? But I also think it's like more about like being comfortable. Like for example, you take Gene. Gene's first season in the league, season 5, he didn't play as good as he did right now. What's happening?
I don't know. They're saying make sure that you talk into the mic. If you're gonna make any kind of comment, just please use the mic.
Y'all pissing my mom off by not talking to the mic.
Because you can't hear a word you're saying. I have the headphones on.
Say that again.
But Tremaine was lucky he was around a good group of guys because we're a good group of guys. We had a lot of fun this season.
Just not
so.
after you lost. That was ugly.
Well, that's understandable. I think ultimately,
it's not.
like with Maine, I think he can have a similar like Mike Parker ascension where he plays with guys who know what they're doing, with veterans who are going to teach him how to play, even if it is a rec league.
Shout out
Again,
Ghost.
A shout out Ghost
He's
indeed.
tuning in from Japan. He just said.
Shoot, that's pretty dope. Yeah, shout out Ghost from Japan. What is it? Is it Konnichiwa? Yeah, it is them. Okay. But no, I think Maine will be fine. Like you guys, like you said, it was great for him to be on that team. You guys are comfortable with him. He knows you guys. I think he was going to be fine because, again, he turned it on toward the end of the season. He started playing better and better. What's that?
The Sterling injury helped him a lot.
Yeah,
though.
the Sterling injury does it allows
he
him
played
to
a
step
lot
in.
more.
Yeah. For sure.
And he had a great start to that last game in the Ravens. So I think that because he had a good start, he felt he deserved more minutes, and I think you had to struggle with maintaining.
Yeah, I tried to
who you
keep
should be in the
the
game.
regular rotation, and
Yeah.
it was like a struggle of like going either with the hot hand or going with consistency. So, and Tremaine and me talked about it after the game, and he's okay with it. But at the moment, yeah, he was a little frustrated, which
sure.
understandably so. But I mean, Sterling usually gave us good moments. I mean, I was expecting a Kyle 3 at some point during the game. I know.
Shot dog.
He's too passive. We've been talking about that.
But
it
I
happens.
think the Sterling thing coming back too is tough. That's what I said on one of the podcasts. Was like, he's a good player. Actually, he played pretty well off the injury, but it also messes with the rotations. I said that, and I thought maybe that was an issue. But
I mean,
at the end of the day, you still won that
We had
game.
a pretty chill group of guys, though. Like most of the time we were just fine as long as we were doing what we were supposed to do.
Again, you guys had that game. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy. Maine's happy if y'all win that game too. So yeah, you did.
All right, last and final round.
Round 1.
Round 1. Fight. Nice. Jinx.
Why we're the hosts.
We got Coyotes. First pick, Alex Sanchez, MVP.
He goes down.
We got Mambas. Mambas with the Rookie of the Year, Sean Sukup. Mako's picking Sway third. And then fourth, we had the Martians selecting Braylon. Fifth was the Panthers selecting Nacho. Dogs with Fessy. Seventh is the Mambas choosing Shane after a trade. And then you got the Dragons picking Nixon at eighth. And then back-to-back picks for the Goblins was Dom and Juan ending it off.
It's funny that most of these players got traded in this round.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel
You
like
got
half
one,
of these
two,
players got traded this year.
I didn't know Shane was round
3.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
30%.
I traded my second and my third for, and he got that pick.
Kyle wants him.
Dude,
Not around one.
do we think
Oh, he's my second round basically.
do we think Alex
Oh yeah, okay.
do we think Alex being picked number 1 once again and then winning MVP once again does that well actually he was second my bad last season but winning back-to-back MVPs does that make him like the best player?
Yeah.
Unanimous?
He'll be
Yeah.
top 3 for sure. For top 3, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Can't.
Okay, give him the mic. Jalen sucks.
watch the cup.
Jalen Suggs get injured, so he probably won't get number
There we go.
Now you better have a former NBA player in there to be drafted over Alex. After watching him play all season as his teammate and watching him previous season on your team,
Watch what you ask for.
there's.
We might.
I'm
So,
just saying.
I'm just saying. Watch what you ask for.
You're gonna need in some good talent to go ahead of Alex. I mean, going back-to-back MVP, scoring 72 points in a game. I mean, no one does that on a normal day. He went out there. I mean, the Goblins.
His name is
Hey,
Pat
hey,
Klein.
hey, hey.
No,
and
it's
he's been
Kanye.
Kanye.
Hey, listen, I'll start talking dirty to you guys if you want me to.
You ain't gotta talk dirty to us. It's Alex.
Ask the Coyotes. I can get pretty weird.
Is that his cousin?
They do call him daddy in the chat.
That's crazy. Well, Nick calls him his knight in shining armor.
Eric, that's
Yeah.
only our text messages. Stop it.
Fessy's not.
He's one guy
I'm
that falls for
assuming
me.
Braylon's not. I think the rest of them
Braylon's
are.
not
Oh,
coming
and
back,
Sway. Sway will know tomorrow for sure, but he's 99% not coming back this season. He'll be back season 9.
Steve, that was what Pat was doing, my guy.
So Alex, Sean, Nacho, Shane, Nixon, Dom, Juan. It's gonna be a very different first round.
For sure. I think the obvious drops from this particular round would be Fessy based on availability, not based on what he could do on the court, obviously.
No.
Well, actually, let me go back to this Alex thing because the only person that does have an argument to go higher than Alex would be Sean.
I would agree.
Based on his value and based on what he can do on the floor on both ends of the floor as far as defense and offense without even having to score a single basket. When he does decide to score, then everybody's in fucking trouble. The thing with Alex is he's constantly attacking a defense, and that gets tiring over the course of a game. That's one of the only people who understand, yes, my three-pointer is available, but why the fuck would I do that when I can literally get to the basket every time? So shout out you, Alex. Nixon, got to drop. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure you're a great player in other leagues as well. Inefficient. Huh? Second option is, okay, so this is very specific. Finishing a play, Nixon is at his best. Finishing a play. If you have him starting a play, you might as well just kiss that fucking play goodbye. No one else is going to touch the ball. That shot's going up, and it's probably going to be a low-efficiency shot. Where would I take Nixon? High third. High third round is my ceiling for him because I have to trust that my second option is going to be in tune with my first option. And when I heard from Dragons that they asked him to move the ball more, and he said, that's not my game, nah, I'm sorry. I can't deal with that. If you can't tell me you're in a fucking basketball game where there's 4 other guys on your team and your game isn't moving the ball, all right, bet. We're not drafting you in the first round. My best player can't be the most selfish player on the team. That makes no sense. I'm not doing that. Also, my 5th round pick better not be the most selfish player on the team.
So you're saying there's a chance it could be a first round pick?
For Nixon?
Pat Klein.
My guy.
What round Pat going?
Yeah, we should talk about Pat Klein. Oh, yeah. That's called Pat Decline.
Pat decline. Pat decline.
I think we all agree he goes last overall. I think we just let him drop. Whoever has him has him.
Nah, but carrying off of that, I feel like Nacho had a really good season too. So yeah, my knock on him always, and he always tells me this is I pick Sway over him because of defense, and he's been proving me
Yeah, he
wrong
stepped
the
up,
past
yeah.
2 seasons.
My knock on Nacho is showing up hungover.
He told me he wasn't hungover. He told me he was tired as
tired from
hell.
work, yeah,
That's what he
that's
told
what
me.
We saw the Instagram stories.
I saw them too, and that's why I called him out on him. And then he said he texted me. He was like, "Nah, I was just tired as hell, bro."
Those were
That's what he said.
later grams.
Those are memories.
Breaking news.
But I feel like too. I know he's not coming back, but Braylon honestly was a big help for us down the stretch, especially with Maine's development. Like I love Phil, but Phil wasn't helping Maine's development. Phil was like, trade him like every single week.
That's so funny.
He was telling me, it's like, I would rather
That's
have
somebody
a 5th
developing.
rounder over Tremaine. But then when Braylon came in, he was like, nah, I will help out with Tremaine. Like, he took him under his shoulder and, like, helped him out every day. And, like, when he was frustrated with me, Braylon had conversations with him. So I know he's not coming back, but Braylon honestly was a huge help for us. Not just scoring, but just leadership and just picking up the guys around him, like even Fonzo and Sterling's development has been huge because of Braylon. So, yeah, it sucks that he's not coming back and he's just been frustrated, but he's honestly been one of the better teammates we had on this team. I don't know if Kyle agrees or disagrees, but
He's chill. He's chill.
Shout out Braylon.
It's easy to play with him.
yeah, he makes our job easier. He makes my job easier, but
Whenever you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you just give him the ball and he'll chuck something up. He'll get it up.
he'll get something up between 3 people. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? But like I said, Braylon was huge for Maine's development this season, especially in the group chat. He's been texting him and stuff. Him and Day Day were texting Maine all the time. So
Texting don't win championships. Nah, just fuck around. I'm sure that's really nice to hear.
I got a question for the I got a question for the captains. I got a
That's why
question for the captains.
I took it because I know it's coming up.
All right, I'll ask the half captain. What do you guys look for in a first rounder?
Oh no, I don't want to go first.
Titties.
Oh my god. That'll move a couple guys up.
Well,
God damn it.
Is that what you franchise tagged him?
if I'm looking at the graphic, what I'm looking for in a first round, there's 5 guys here who, no matter what team they're on, automatically translate to winning basketball. In my opinion, playing the right way. There's 5 guys that don't. So, I mean, I'm not going to say who that is because I'm going to keep that to myself. Because
As a captain, you got to say names. You got to say names.
I bet we could all figure it out based on
all right,
watching the game.
I'll give you 2. It's the 2 guys in green don't translate to winning. Usually.
Okay, let me guess. The dragon doesn't. And then there's 2 other guys.
He went from not saying it to giving all of
No,
them.
I gave 2.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I could guess another one, but I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah. But honestly, basically, all these guys here can do several things on a basketball court, have several skills. It's just who can also make the guys around them better. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. You can be a J.R. Smith all you want, but that don't always mean you're gonna win.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe once in a while.
What about you, Tone?
What do you see in a first rounder?
What do you look for in a first rounder when you're making your first pick?
Honestly, I just been lucky the past couple round drafts I've done because I went season 4 Johnny, then Braylon, then Sway, and then I got Phil, but then I traded for Braylon. So I just look for guys who make the people around them better and have are skilled in different both sides of the basketball. Like you said, all those guys I just said contribute to both sides of the court, offensively and defensively and rebounding. And it's easier to build around those kind of guys. That's really what I do. Season 4, Johnny, he can play the 3 through the 5. It was just easy. Braylon, great teammate. He can score anywhere on the floor. And then Sway is a great teammate. Still love Sway. He still calls me and texts me every day. So those are guys I'm really looking for, and guys who are just invested in the league. That's another thing, too. You can be a first rounder and not care about the league, and that kind of hurts because the captain's going to have to be the one kind of pushing the motives hey, we're trying to compete. It's not for stats and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of the guys in this list look for stats as opposed to, trying to win. And I feel like with the team we just had, it wasn't really like that. We weren't really looking for stats, and that's kind of how I draft. I don't care if you score 20 every game. It's are the people around you having a good time playing in this league? So that's really what a first rounder is, kind of carrying that same message that I'm trying to put out.
Yeah. Well said. What about you, Dean?
I'm looking for someone who trolls.
First round pick of the Goblins.
The only pick.
But the new.
we got the new name.
Oh yeah, we got to get
Want
to
to
that.
announce your new name?
No.
Do you have a new name?
He's
though?
the Stallions.
Is that confirmed?
The fucking horsecock.
We're the Meg the Stallions.
The Degs the Stallions.
Oh man,
I like the horse stallion, the horse cock first.
it's gonna be another 1 and 8.
One and done. What about you,
Dean
Pat?
didn't like that one.
What did
Too far, too
you
far.
look for in a first rounder?
So
Yeah, you want me to tell them what you?
as my first year as a captain, I still have more playoff wins than Eric.
Whoa!
And
I think technically you weren't there for one, right?
I was coaching
yeah.
from behind.
So
Yeah, you're 0 for 1, dude. You're 0 and 1.
So
You have
te-
0 wins as a captain.
I am
Yeah.
1 and
In the
1 as the
playoffs.
I
captain.
don't think so.
Nope, you weren't there.
TP is though. Shout out TP.
Coach of the year.
Shout out Berg and
Yeah.
TP.
Yeah, where were you? A wedding? That's where I was too.
Only
The,
one.
the first time.
Only one.
Hey, I have a lot of
But
friends.
can you top Eric's video Did you have a video like Eric's video at the wedding?
Oh, I got a couple videos for you,
video.
Pat.
All right, guys.
Okay.
What are you looking for in a
But
first round?
no,
Jarvis in the
God.
chat.
Who brought up titties? They got
But-
Pat all kerfuffled.
we still need to figure out this Pat thing.
Don't worry, you'll be gone soon.
As a captain, I always. Hey, can you guys quiet down over there?
No respect for players.
As the former captain of the Coyotes, I ended up winning the 3-point contest to get the first pick, and I wanted to make sure that I got the player that would bring the most talent, the most player-friendly person I could bring in. And hey, Tone.
Coach of the year.
Hey, Tone. You know what looks better than pink? Red. And you know what won that game? The Ravens.
All right,
anyways,
Sauce, what do you look for in a first rounder?
I haven't even finished. You guys kept cutting me off.
We had enough.
Go ahead.
Next segment.
We're cutting you off. We're like the bartenders.
Sit in the
No,
box.
I was just gonna say that I just look for a player that looks like
Clean shaven, grabs a lot of rebounds.
Yes,
They call him daddy in the chat.
They call him daddy.
but no, Tone did make it very clear. I did have an obvious pick, former MVP,
Yeah.
a guy that gets along with everybody, never caused issues in the league, and very communicative in the group chat. He always talked to us, always let us know what we could do better, because he has a lot of basketball experience. And I brought him in, and he helped. I think he helped the team win most games, if not all the games that we won. So I think just look for the best player that fits your system, and Alex fit my system as the true 3-4 guy that I was looking for.
All right, Sauce.
I dissociated for like 3 seconds. I'm not gonna lie. No, for me, honestly, this season I didn't have a first rounder, but I felt like at the end of the first round it was the same shit anyway.
In your first pick.
But in general, if I do have a first round pick, it's usually the guy that I have to say the least amount to. It's usually the guy that I have to do the least amount of coaching for, because you're talented, number one, and you damn sure better know how to play basketball. That's what I look for. Know how to play basketball, know how to make others better, know when it's your time to go get your shot. And a lot of, all my first rounders know that. They almost never come out the game. That's just the reality of it. And I trust you to do to be an extension of me on the court if I'm not out there, especially. Yeah, that's how I would sum it up. They want to hear from Ziggy, though. What do you look for in a first round pick, Ziggy?
You haven't said a word this entire podcast.
Shit, I am not here. Because Mike made me lose the game, so.
Shout out Mike
Mitchell.
What I look for a first rounder is basically someone to basically get the other guys going. Because at the end of the day, if you get the other guys going, you go get a bucket whenever you want to. You feel me? So it's just basically like a leader. And basically everybody's not basketball talented and don't know the game that much. So basically my first rounder is I see my fifth rounder got his head down. Pick your head up. Feel me? Let's get back in this game. Basically like I said, like a leader type. Not really. I don't know. It's a lot of crybabies in this damn league, man. So it's kind of hard to say because I see first rounders cry a lot, but at the end of the day, it's just, man, I want to win. You got that same momentum, then it's not stopping everybody. So once that first rounder get in, hey, listen, I want to win. We got to win. Let's get this W. Let's go get it. At the end of the day, it's bringing your guys up. You got a group of 6 to 7 other guys, not just you on the court. So once that's developing in your head, it's just all right, we're a team. Let's go. Let's be a team. And at the end of the day, it's just winning. There's nothing else to it. Yeah, you lose, but at the end of the day, win. Everybody want to win. So that's pretty much it.
What about you, Pat?
Oh,
Mr. Back-to-back Pat. Oh, you gonna do it.
I don't have to say nothing. No. I'm just looking for guys that play both ends of the court. Play smart. Say it again. Yeah, you gotta have handicap sticker.
One of them's got to be bald.
You need at least one ball per team.
One for 1K halfway done.
Nah, man. Look, playing in leagues and running leagues in Orlando, I have the benefit of playing with a lot of these guys, most of these guys in this league, even prior to coming into it. So do I like playing with this person on the court? Do they have pretty high IQ? They're going to play team basketball. And like you guys were saying, or I think some of you said, are they going to trust me on the court or am I going to trust them? That's what I'm looking for. And just want to win. I think that should be the mentality of all of you guys. Like Ziggy said, I want to win. So what's my best chance at doing that? And, wherever I'm at in the drop, we got the franchise tags now, but wherever I'm at in the shooting contest, if that's what we're doing, making the most of your picks on the draft. You got to do your research. I see Kyle has a mentality coming as a new captain, looking at a lot of the same things that I do from what he spoke on. So watch him as a new captain. I think he sneaks into playoffs.
Are you scared? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not scared. I just like the competitiveness.
I've been brought in to do one thing.
Yep.
One thing.
Watch out for Kyle. He's going to foul the shit out of you.
Plus that. Maybe two things. Two things.
Captains versus players now. Nah, for me, for first round, I look for a guy that's like obviously a winner. That's big. That's big. But this season with Nacho showed me like it takes a lot to be a leader, which is out in the huddle, in the group chats, and on the court. And that's either scoring, passing the ball, or playing defense and leading in that way. And also Bentley also. And having guys that is your first rounder that you can go to be like, okay, here's what I'm thinking. And they can tell you, I think this might work actually. Or, stuff like that. So I feel like for a first rounder, it has to be a guy who wants to win and a guy you can always go to and a guy who wants to win as a team and have fun with the team. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Mike?
Typically I look for obviously talent, but chemistry is when I've won. But like dedication and chemistry. Normally if I have chemistry with the guys because they like the sport of basketball and we get along. But when I've won, it's been AJ, Dom. I have that chemistry built in with them. They trust me. I trust them. And that's the most important thing to me is having somebody that's bought into what you're saying and trusts you when you're making decisions. Because if the guy that's at the top is questioning what you're saying and they don't have faith in you, that's going to trickle down. So the top two, which is the captain and the first round pick, have to be on the same page and bring a certain energy so that the rest of the team can match that same energy. You only go as far as yourself, or if you're a guy that doesn't play as much, your top guy goes. So you got to draft a guy that's going to give it, like I forget who said it, plays both sides of the ball and is going to be a leader inside and outside the huddle. But they can't be an emotional head case.
Yeah, the attitude makes a huge difference.
Attitude determines your latitude.
How you doing? How you doing, Sauce?
Shout out Kanye. For those of you that didn't pick up that reference.
All right. Let's get into the franchise tags, I guess. We'll start down the line with skipping over shot doc.
I get
we
nothing.
have La Familia. Who is it?
Sterling Shakespeare.
Sterling.
Round 5. Missing his 5th round pick. Coach Tone is electing to take Sterling.
Yeah. So for folks watching,
Middle name William.
if you don't know
Last
the
name
way
Shakespeare.
the way the franchise tag works, you will lose that pick in the next round, in the next draft.
So you can plug in the other end into the couch.
Question: Why not Day?
I love Day, but I went for value.
You see it?
And Sterling
No,
is
it's
more
next to Pat's
valuable
hand.
losing
Inside
a
the-
5th rounder.
Yeah.
I feel like I can draft Day again in the 3rd rounder.
Yeah.
I can't draft Sterling again in the 5th round, especially by the way he played. And Day, I told Day this like 3 weeks ago, and he was still upset, but I don't care. I'm going for more value than,
I think that's a good pick.
So basically, 5th rounder franchise tag, he gets no 5th round pick.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
And now for every season after this, that pick will move up.
Yeah.
So the next season, it'll be a 4th rounder, then 3rd, and then it goes. Yeah.
So if it's a first round pick,
It just stays a first round
It's
pick.
a
You lose that
first
first round
rounder.
pick as
Yeah.
long as you want it.
But don't-
I think we did agree that there was a cap on
I
how
think
many
it's like
seasons.
Two?
Two
That we can
seasons.
keep
I think
it.
that's what he
Yeah.
said. 2
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah. Yeah. So All right. The
All right,
Goblins.
The Goblins.
No franchise tag.
Omar.
No more.
Nobody.
No one. Breaking news. Nobody's getting franchise tagged. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I'm sure you guys don't want to.
You
Play
looking
after
forward to the
last
fresh start? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
What-
definitely a fresh start, just clean slate.
Anything you plan on doing differently, specifically, or no?
Win.
Yeah, big one,
Probably.
Big one.
Are you gonna dunk once?
Maybe make.
Can you hit a dunk?
I
would love to see you make one, because you tried a lot.
I did try that. This was the most attempts I've had.
Oh, by far. I wish
By
we had a
far.
stat for that.
And shout out to the guys that let me attempt it.
Shout out
because-
Nacho for not. I think that was hilarious.
Well, I mean, it would have been a travel anyways, so because I
yeah, but
threw it.
it would have been funny. It would have been funny.
Yeah,
No, when Nacho grabbed the pass.
I
When
mean,
he tried to
It
throw the
would
ball.
have been a self pass because I
Threw it up.
lobbed it. Caught.
And Nacho said, "Oh, free steal."
When they played each other.
Yeah, in the Panthers game.
Yeah, towards the end of the game.
I'll get a dunk in next season.
Thank you.
You want to go over to
I'm
Mike?
training.
I don't know if mine's official. I mean, I can put it there because it's most likely official, and he's confirmed multiple times. He just hasn't confirmed today because he doesn't answer his text. But it's Jeff in the 6th round.
Jeff in the 6th round. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Now, if Jeff doesn't, which I think he does, then I'll hit up Chef and take Chef in the 2nd. So either way, I'm pretty happy.
Pat, you want to give it to a captain, please? Pick any captain, left or right.
We'll give it a sauce.
I love you, Pat.
I'm gonna pass the mic to my right.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
pass the mic to
What's the question?
this guy.
So, no, it's not a question. We're just stating who your
Who your
franchise
franchise
tag
tagging?
That's
It's
a question, Eric.
Dre.
No, we already know it.
It's Dre.
Kimberly.
Yeah, it's Dre. Dre.
In the 2nd
Shout
round.
out Dre, 2nd rounder.
What's the thought into it?
The thought into it is, I don't think he would make it past the 2nd round. Like, just trying to avoid that altogether. And anytime you can get a good shooter on the floor, you should definitely do that. And he's arguably one of the best shooters we have. I think he took a step forward this season, especially as a facilitator. I know he gets frustrated at times, but most of it is completely understandable because I'm the one setting him off ball screens. So I'm waiting for an action to happen on the right side, and as it's going on, we're like, oh, there goes the ball. It's already going up. Okay. So I understand why he's getting frustrated. As a shooter, you want to get a lot of opportunities, and you want to feel like you're in a rhythm, like you're actually contributing to the game. Point is, he's a great person to build off of. And as far as the 1st round, I mean, Fell was my other 2nd rounder. I feel like if he's there at the end of the 1st, why not? But if I had the opportunity with how it worked out, with how we pick, if I get the number 1 pick, well, I didn't want to use a franchise tag and then all of a sudden end up with the very first pick, and you can get somebody like Alex or Sean or something like that. Who's Sean? Are you franchising him?
What's that?
Sean and Shane, those are your two. Did we go over that yet?
We haven't gotten there.
Oh, I'm legitimately asking. I have no idea. Yeah, I know one of them. It's got to be one of them. That just makes sense. But that's the thing.
Ziggy
Is that,
said, "Fuck no."
The most swag in the league.
but that's the
Shout
thing
out
with
to
the
STK.
with the 1st round. Like, I'd rather know for sure I have Dre in the 2nd round and then figure out my 1st round and see what's there. Yeah. That's the thing. You can pair most people up with shooters as long as that person is aware of like getting them involved. Because there's no scorer whose job is not made easier by a good shooter. So that's my 2 cents there.
I franchise tag Sunday Mimosas.
All right, so before we get to the next one, Luke Finelli is franchise tagging Fritz Sejour the Grinch in the 4th round. That's a good one. Very solid pickup. Ziggy, I'll do the other person that's not here. Ghost. Franchise tagging in the 3rd round, Mike Parker. Good pick from Ghost.
Who I got? All my Martians got left on the UFO, so nobody.
Martians are dead. Martians are dead. No, just the players on the team.
I'll go. We'll save the champs for last. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alex Centeno, 6th round pick. Great pick. Yes, I feel like
Shout
that's
out
a lot.
Alex.
I feel like that's a good value there. I feel like he's just going to get better each season as he get more comfortable. So I like that.
And then we have champions receiving 2 franchise tags. So we have the 91-year-old couple, Shane and Sean Sukup.
Yep.
Rounds 1 and 2 will be eliminated. Sean's got to shave his head.
You think so?
And I think you do too. I think the Mamba's got to go bald. I think you got to draft only bald guys.
Tammy, what do you think? Should Sean shave his head?
I think the whole Mamba's team needs to be bald.
Okay, we'll consider that.
You can draft Josiah.
That's true.
You can Day.
You don't want Day-Day.
Chris Toro, TP.
Do not draft me. I'm not going bald.
Just kidding, Day-Day. We'll see.
I think it's a good idea. The bald Mambas.
I don't know if I'm going to look too good. But, this doesn't matter. Whatever wins games.
It makes you more aerodynamic.
Oh, I'm going to dunk next season.
Does Patriolo dunk before Dean?
What's that? Hey, shout out to me for the layup in the playoffs.
Big
right?
time layup.
Oh, yeah, big time layup. Big time.
They call him Layup Pat.
Go ahead.
How about that 35-plus layup today and the and one? Yeah, y'all know I had that in the package. Y'all should have seen it.
Pause.
Beautiful. Talk about it, Batman.
Look at his package.
All right, shout out to everybody in the chat. My bad. Me and Ziggy over here playing footsies.
Hey, yo. All right.
But
Still
shout
waiting my
out to
turn.
everybody in the chat. Like we said last week, we had some Uber Eats cards. Forgot to mention in the beginning of the pod. So instead of 2, we got one $50 one for one lucky person in the chat.
I'm in the chat.
Mike is going to think of a number. From 1 to what number?
100?
100. The closest person to say in the chat, I guess, wins it.
24.
That's fine. I know
And
the number.
and we'll figure it out towards the end of the pod. 69.
The number you're thinking.
No,
Yeah.
Mike's thinking of a number. Whoever's closest.
It can't
to that
be
number.
somebody in the room.
What number, Mike?
We can't guess.
Sorry, Ash.
Ash is not in the room. Ash, guess.
Ash, what's his favorite number?
2.3.
All right, I guess we go to our next segment, which is going to be our CeleSpies. The SPs.
Shout out
BDMs
BDM in the chat.
Shout out BDM.
Well,
so basically,
it's other
SPs,
Ash got it
but
because Tone got it first. So
What was the number?
it's 10. It's my jersey number. It's every number it's like very easy.
Dean was close.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Tone had it. Sorry, Tone. But it goes to Ash though because Tone's in the room.
shout out Ash. We'll get you that Uber Eats card.
Ash got it?
Yeah.
Not this Ash. Luke's Ash.
Photography, Ash.
It's a smart move. What number do I wear? Well, she takes a picture. She should know the numbers.
I think that was too fucking easy.
I should have done decimals.
Should have did a fraction.
That would have taken all night.
All
Give me
right.
the 50.
So we had a total of 14. I don't know if we have enough time. For
That's
all of them.
an hour and 7. So
We're good? All right.
we can go over
We can
this
get
and then
to it.
say what we like about each other and then call it a day.
Kumbaya.
So I asked you guys. 15 guys responded. Shout out you guys. We had a couple awards,
TJ.
starting with the first one. Yeah, 9 actually. First one we got most likely
What are you
to
doing?
call their own foul.
I see him.
Who's most likely? Pat, say who's most likely? To call
Most likely to call their own foul.
Who do you think it is?
Most likely to call their own foul.
Yeah, in the league.
Sauce.
Sauce. I like it. But everybody voted, and the majority voted Josue. Sway. Yes.
Sway's a good pick.
I thought Phil,
Phil. Yeah.
because Phil stopped the game in order to get a foul.
Let's go, yeah.
You did this wrong.
I'm dead.
That's actually smart to call the timeout versus not get back.
What's the next
All
one?
right.
You know what?
Next one, most likely to show up in NBA gear.
Steve the Kid.
That's such an easy
Next.
one. It's STK. He's the
Yeah,
only psycho
it's Steve.
that dresses with a leg sock.
Yeah, it's Steve.
Half a leg sock.
But no.
Oh, I've seen LeBron
yeah,
wear a leg sock.
Yeah, he goes, but at least his shit matches.
Cut sock.
At least the color scheme makes sense.
I mean,
'Cause you can't
at
be
least
out
it's
there.
matching socks.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
know
saying. You can't
Could
be out
two
there wearing
different
all
ones.
kinds of colors.
Oh, all right. Well, we got a celebrity
Oh!
appearance. We got a cat.
TJ, is that TJ?
That's TJ.
All right, what up,
TJ in the
TJ?
building.
First round pick.
Right in the middle of the pod.
The
I figured
Coyotes
this would
select
happen way earlier.
TJ. Take the picture.
All right, TJ's on camera, and he's gone.
All right.
TJ.
Best
TJ.
bench player energy.
That's a pretty easy one to me.
It's either Axel or Berg.
Kyle King.
Oh, that's true.
Big
Yeah.
Bird.
Kyle King.
I forgot he was gone for those games.
Yeah, Axel is
Axel
good
is
too.
good too. Axel is good. But Big Bird did win.
That makes sense.
All right. Most likely to argue with the ref in a game with no ref.
It was a tie.
It was a tie.
Is Dom on there?
That's very fair.
Is it Dom?
Nope.
No.
It is Nick and Phil.
Nick and Phil.
And Phil.
For
Phil
sure.
and Nick. Do-do-do-do. They were.
It's true. Didn't work out.
Nick and
busy
Phil
arguing.
were teammates for me. Yeah, it was for me. Yeah, remember
I
we
was
were up
supposed to
20
yell at
against
him.
you guys too, and we lost. Yeah. God damn it. I'm tired of being up 20 to people and losing.
All right. Now this one. Most likely to miss a layup, but will drain.
Oh, hold
a
on. Before
half.
we do it, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Apparently, we're at 80 people watching, so make sure to
Fucking
like
Let's go.
and subscribe
Yes,
to the
sir.
channel. Shout out
Shout out
you guys.
Yes. Yes.
Mine's on there.
That's what Ghost said. Yeah.
Dated Rosenberg.
All right. What was it again? Sorry.
You good? We got most likely to miss a layup, but will drain a half court. This one was a close one.
I put Patriolo.
Most likely to miss a layup, but make the half court. Did they? I was gonna say
It's
were
hard
they-
because you can't really get past the missed layup without thinking of Nick.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's hard to.
I think that's where the voting probably went. They saw a miss layup. and
Second
were
was
like,
Mike,
Nick.
actually.
It's Nick.
Also, Nick
Me?
was first.
Ah, fair enough. That's fair. I did.
Yeah.
Shout out Nick.
But the thing
Alright.
is, like, Nick actually played okay this season. Yeah.
He lost his name.
This person most likely to turn a pickup game into a life story.
Oh yeah, this is pretty good. I put somebody else, and then Ash voted for who won, and you know what? Good call. No, it's a person that has an Instagram page dedicated to his highlights that aren't highlights.
Again, say the question again.
Oh, Jay Nola.
Most
Jay
likely
Nola.
to
Jay
turn
Nola.
a pickup game into a life story.
Jay
Jay
Nola.
Nola. Shout out Jay Nola. All right. Best huddle vibes.
See, I didn't know this was a team thing.
Me neither.
Me,
But I
that's,
still
that
put
was
the
my
best-
intention, and everybody put names.
But everybody.
I just, yeah, they all put me. Respect.
Yeah.
Finish on
Finish
E.
on
Finish on E.
But the Panthers, baby.
Huddle vibes.
Finish on E. Let's get one real quick. No?
They all finished on E.
We're not into that, man.
Make sure you like and
All right.
subscribe, and then finish on E.
How many beers?
Best trash talker.
Sway.
I thought I voted for Danny.
No, Sway is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd put Sway.
David's just talking to himself most times.
I put Juan.
Tommy's a good one.
Juan?
Tommy's a good one. Tommy did get some voters.
Kyle.
It's always him on the other side of it.
It's gotta be
Trash talker is.
You just got to make a shot. You just got to make a shot.
It's gotta be
Yeah, but
It's
Sway.
Sway.
Sway won,
Sway.
baby. All right. Most likely to forget it's just a rec league. It's Phil. Phil Wells. He's taking
I don't
over.
agree with that one, but I don't even know who I voted for. Who would you go? I don't know. Like, I don't know who I'd
No,
go.
because Phil stopped that play with no ref anymore.
Oh, to forget it's a rec. See, I'm thinking like forget it's a rec league and take it very serious versus stop the play.
No, forget it's a game in general.
Exactly.
Don't forget it's just a rec league.
Pat, you're doing nothing with that microphone. Pass it to somebody else. He's holding it up in the air like a fucking torch. Are you the Statue of Liberty? God damn it, Pat. The fuck is going on?
I missed my train to
Alright.
France.
Best teammate.
He lost his ID.
Best teammate. Who we thinking?
Axel, yeah, it's got to be Axel. It's got to.
Batman.
It's got to be Axel.
Nope. You're wrong. It's a Panther. Andre Berg.
It's rigged. It's rigged. It's rigged.
No, it's not. You got 3 votes.
You got 3 votes. I was all 3.
Shout out, Bird.
Shout out Berg. It was 15 responses. All right, this one, the load management king. Did everybody understand this one?
No.
So
I put-
Ash didn't, and she
Okay.
voted you because of finish on E. You're the load manager, for sure.
Hey, yo.
Let me manage that load. I want to
that's a
manage
heavy
that load. Finish on E. God damn.
But this one's
I'm
more
not
like
liking this load. Manage it a little bit better.
Yeah, I was gonna say add some pineapple to that load.
This is Kanye. Yeah, straight Kanye's. But all right, load management king.
The load management king.
Who do we think?
Who was on load management talking in the chat about load management? That's your answer. Who was in the chat talking about I'm on load management?
I don't think anybody.
On
I think
load?
this is a hard one.
My answer was, what the hell is this?
Not load management like you're
He
thinking,
made all
tagline.
I don't think anybody's really on load management. I see the answer here, but I don't
all right.
really.
Load management said I'm not playing certain minutes because no.
Yeah, but it's just I don't think so. I don't think there's that many guys. I mean, I guess Batman, according to
All right, we're gonna skip this one.
it's TP. TP won.
TP won it.
I don't know
Won it,
how.
TP. Shout out TP.
No, TP.
Shout out this guy.
TP played great all year.
15.
Yeah.
He passed it to Chan. I couldn't have that in a playoff game.
That last game with you guys.
No,
Nah, let's
Alright.
skip right over. Let's just keep going.
All right, this one, the Kobe mentality, but the Celly Nation ability.
See, I don't agree with this answer. I put
Dede.
myself because I feel like I'm not talented, but yeah, I take it really serious and I play hard. I don't agree with the answer here because I think he's more talented than Sally Nation. So that's my gripe with this.
But I also think
yes,
yeah.
but Sally Nation ability. So like you're on this
Wait.
talent scale, but you take it really seriously and you try really hard.
But
No, that would have been a good answer. He's a psycho.
I think Yusuf would have been a good one. If Yusuf in this league was still in, I think he would have been.
I
a good
think
one.
he's more talented than Sally Nation as well.
Really. I think he is Celly Nation.
It's Alex Sanchez.
It's Alex Sanchez.
What?
Exactly. I think that he's above the talent threshold, but I mean if that's how people feel, he's just Sally Nation mentality.
That's just
or
that's
ability.
like
I mean,
yeah, no, that's definitely not finishing the question because they definitely read Mama mentality. It was like,
Yes. Yeah.
Alex.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. I think. Well, yes, if you just said mama mentality, sure, but the second part of that is what changes the dynamic to
Right.
somebody who's less talented. Not at all.
I would agree with. I would say Batman, honestly.
What about Jay
Like-
Nola?
But
Batman this season, I guess.
Batman legitimately, like, I've never heard someone just plain and bold faced be like, "Yep, I'm gonna lock that man down. I'm gonna do this." Like that's that
Ooh.
Kobe mentality that seems
Brandon
kind of
Steed.
delusional. But then people kind of obviously like
What
he's
about
not a
Brandon
first round
Steed?
pick or anything. What's up,
I gotta say,
Brandon Steed? I mean, I see Batman talk and advocate more by himself than Brandon Steed ever has, personally.
but I gotta say this, Mike. I think you're disrespecting your own league by saying that, though, like because CeleNation talent level is rising. So
No, I'm just saying based on what he put.
no, I know.
That's-
so, based on what your question was.
Yes,
Okay.
to me, that's how I see it. I see it as like you're seeing Sally Nation ability. I think Lakeside.
Yeah.
That's what I think of
Yeah.
Sally Nation.
If he had clarified that,
Yes, so that's how I
just
took
wanna
it.
make sure.
Maybe everybody took it as something different.
because CeleNation's up on the rise, baby.
Yeah, we're rising.
Oh, you
Genuine
know what?
question.
I
Dolores
changed my
Risen.
answer. Nixon.
Nixon.
Yeah.
Kobe mentality.
Yeah, Kobe.
I guess that's a really fair
Okay.
answer.
Yeah,
That's-
jacking up every shot he
just chucks that
can.
bitch, yeah.
That's Kobe
Yeah.
mentality.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good one.
My
All right.
goodness, it's just straight squares
Our
on that
last
control.
two
Even the
slides.
joysticks are squares.
Our last two slides.
Look, man.
The I swear
That's all
I
I have.
used to dunk award.
No, because I have video footage of Mike Mitchell dunking.
Videos. Yeah.
But I've seen him dunk. We have footage. It's on the Instagram
Shout out
page.
BDM.
Bill Mike Mitchell. Yeah, Mike Mitchell won this with a
Can't
landslide.
hear a word he's saying.
Do you want this?
You want it?
Season 4 group chat was ridiculous. This man, Mike Mitchell, says, I have a bowling ball, bowling bag, telling us all these stories. It's definitely Mike Mitchell.
Is that how Nick got into bowling?
Yes, that's how Nick got into bowling. Kyle can attest to this because every single day he's doing something different. He's playing football, he's swimming, he's doing track. He's always out doing something. Now he's going to Disney.
They have
what can't
40-year-old
this guy
track
do?
meets? Is that a thing?
Riding the bike. He played. Mike Mitchell played Pokemon Go. Who thinks that man would play Pokemon Go? He just does it all. He's the Dos Equis
He's
guy.
probably the best out there.
He's retired. He does Uber Eats. He does Uber and Lyft.
But Mike Mitchell did win, baby. Mike Mitchell did win. Shout out Mike Mitchell. He might dunk next season. All right.
What
I
a
think this
legend.
one's the best award ever. not ever, but in this category. We got the comeback player of the season. Appreciate that, man.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
exactly.
I was actually voting.
No. It's not CUM back.
These dudes.
I voted
But-
Sauce.
Sauce.
Thought Sauce had a resurgence.
Okay.
I got a haircut. I didn't know how to act.
Exactly. Prince got a haircut. Shout out Prince. He cut those things off. Yep. No, he'll still foul.
In answer, Sterling Shakespeare.
And this only makes sense. I voted Sterling because he got back from injury.
I voted for Sterling too.
All right.
Eric, you could have won that for real too. After you chose it.
Eric could win for
If
almost
I actually
everything.
Played better. Yeah.
Pat Klein could have got it because he missed.
Oh, that's true.
Pat Klein could have got it.
Come back pack because I lost it and I couldn't get on a train.
Yeah.
And then I made the train home anyway.
Should have rephrased. He came back.
I took a long Uber.
You could have done that on the playoff day.
Took a boat to the Uber.
All right, that ends it for the CeleSpies. Let us know if you want us to do it again next season.
Yeah.
Where we at? 120. What do you got for us, Mike?
If you're looking to sponsor next season, once again for players, if you get the gold package or higher, you get in for free. Silver package, you get half off. And if you get more than one, you'll get commission as well. So please help me help you. We need sponsors in order to run the league. So the information's on the screen. If you have any businesses that are interested, please let me know, and I will send you the flyer to send them as well. So shout out you guys for always helping out. Get your payments in by Friday. As far as if you want to play next season, tryouts are on Sunday at Southeastern Prep Academy.
Yep.
12 to 3.
It was called RDV before.
RDV. Okay. RDV this Sunday, 12 to 3. Show up if you would like. It should be a fun time. Should have some good talent, according to Darvis. Darvis in the chat, let us know who's coming out.
Yeah,
we got
let us
some
know the
big
big
names.
names, yeah.
I heard Kim Kardashian's coming out.
Lamar Odom?
Lamar Odom's coming out.
yeah.
I already put down the
Are we
crack.
having Delonte
Humphries?
West?
Fuck yeah.
Nope, no Chris
No.
Humphries. Nope. Yeah, Kanye.
Blake Griffin because of Kyle King.
Osceola Magic. McClung.
Mac McClung, he's
Fuck
coming
yeah.
out.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, it's going to be pretty
We got
cool.
Traveling Queen out there.
All right, guys. Question for you guys.
You would have done that if you were captain or not.
outside of your own team, what was like your favorite team to watch play? I mean,
Yeah, we'll start with the
whoever has
doctor.
mic. Yeah.
I don't like any of y'all, but no. Favorite team to watch
Other than your own.
Yeah.
other than my own,
Like you're like, damn, these guys are.
the Goblins. The Goblins.
You never know what the
It was
fuck was gonna
entertainment.
happen.
It was
You
entertainment.
never know what was going to happen. Oh, you can do that with a basketball.
The old no defense trick. They started 1-0.
My favorite team to watch was the Mambas. The ball movement, the player movement. I mean, the chemistry. I mean, it was just fun to watch. I sometimes just watch their film and I'm like, it's possible to play basketball the right way. We just don't do it.
Yeah.
So that was my favorite team to watch.
I gotta say the Dragons, just because they were the underdogs, and they showed up. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, when the Dragons hit shots, they were fun to watch. I would say when Pat Klein wasn't there, Coyotes. That was always a fun team to watch when Pat wasn't there. Because TP did a great job coaching those guys. They really got up for them.
They look like a team.
They look real good with
Yeah.
Pat Klein not being there.
Shout out TP for taking over.
What are the other teams? Martians. God, I hated you guys. Goblins. You guys are hard to watch. You guys just couldn't finish a game. La Familia complained a lot. Ravens, you guys were really hard to watch. Mambas, I just couldn't root for you because you guys kept winning. Panthers. I'm trying to think through the teams. I would say Yotes. I would say Yotes minus backline.
Thank you, Mike.
Mine's has got to be the Dragons. Just each game, watching them like be the underdogs and fight.
You had
Just
no idea
knowing
what
that.
dragon you were getting.
Yeah, you
Red
never know.
eyes or blue eyes.
or orange or cream.
Hey yo.
Hey yo, Kanye.
All right, Dragons.
No, I mean,
Can't be
they
your own team.
synthesize your own team. Zeke. I think Coyotes as well. My boy Alex over there, I thought he did wonders for that team, and they bought into. I know y'all gonna say TP and Pat coached that team, but I know for sure that Alex was behind a lot of that. And you can say what you want, Pat, but
I'm quiet.
honestly, man, it surprised me the way that they played, and even in that semifinals game, they gave us a run for our money for a lot of that game. So shout out to Coyotes. Pat Klein, great first pick. What a great GM.
Appreciate it, Pat.
Believe it or not, I like to see the La Familia play. They press defense was crazy. Like just watching the two ball head bandits was going at it. I fuck with the way Tone run his press.
I would say my favorite team to watch this year was the Dogs. No, I haven't. I like to watch the Dogs in the first couple of weeks with Yusuf and Fessy. I like to watch, the wildness of Yusuf and the Fessy just driving to the hoop with nobody stopping him. But at the end of the year, I like to watch La Familia. I mean, the chemistry grew. Everyone built into what Tone was doing. And Day, man, you are a phenomenal dude. Just watching you play.
Eat your Wheaties.
But no, I mean every team was fun to watch. Even the Goblins, you never knew what you were gonna get, and then it's just like the Dragons. Sometimes they were in it the entire game, and then at the end of the game, it's just like bam, gone. Sauce, you had a great year as well. Yeah, I mean there was you never knew who was gonna win every week. So yeah, I would say La Familia overall was my favorite team to watch.
I got two. Dragons, obviously, for the same reasons as everybody else. It's just a fun team to watch when they just give a damn. Even if shots aren't falling, like those guys just fucking work, man. The other one, which this is on their best day, but I like watching the Mamas play. Like they had every starter average double digits. So the ball was moving. Dom's hitting tough shots. When they're playing at their best, they're pretty fun to watch too. And they're pretty even all around. to me.
Makos?
Yeah, what did I say?
You said Mambas.
My bad. Mambas, Mako's who I'm talking about. Yeah,
I forgot
but the
about
Mambas
the
are good
Makos. That was
too.
the other
Like,
team.
I just you guys this is what I expect y'all to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was
so-
on your mind. That's why you said it. No, just kidding.
No, but yes, the Makos. My bad. The Makos are the other team. Them and the Dragons. Again, the Makos specifically when they're at their best because that ball does move around. They do play just enough defense, and it's fun to see. Like I like guys like Joe succeeding out there. So an offense that allows for those guys to shine is always fun to watch, and guys like Weed be able to do what they do. It's unfortunate to see how they ended the season, obviously, but when they're at their best again, it was pretty fun basketball to watch. La Familia too, because I like defense. So
Shout out
I'm
Richard
always
Pena.
down for a defensive team.
Am I right? Shout out Richard Pena too.
Shout out Richard Pena. Yeah. That's another guy. Fear the beard, like he always says. Anybody else have to go still? All right, bet.
Don't give that guy the mic, please.
Yada yada yo.
All right, I think that's it for me. Unless you got something, Mike, I'm all questioned out for this season.
No, I'm good.
Till next season. All right. Well, shout out everybody in the chat.
But you normally wrap it up. You ask everybody what they're looking forward to next season,
Oh, you're right. You're right.
and then we can call it a day. So Sauce, starting with you.
What am I looking forward to?
Next
Yes.
season.
Oh, as always, another season to be able to develop players who others, I guess, overlook. And I don't know, just seeing how it ends. Because this season, I don't think anyone expected the Ravens in the playoffs. They didn't expect us in the championship, so that was fun. So maybe I can do that again. But
Do you feel more pressure?
do I feel more pressure? No, I never feel that kind of pressure. Like I know what I go into it for, and that's making sure that the players I get in the beginning of the season are better at the end of the season. And I think I accomplished that again, and that's what I'm in it for. And winning is a byproduct of that eventually. And so I'm just glad that it worked out when it did, and I had a group of guys that played their best when it mattered the most. And I'm looking forward to that challenge again next season. And it's also going to be a little different because now we got the whole franchise tag thing. So it'll be the first time I'm going into a season with one returning player. And so that's another challenge that I'm looking forward to, seeing how to build a team to I mean, obviously as a captain, try to go above where I've been and as a team, and just seeing where Dre goes as well. That'll be fun.
Got you.
Can I speak without being cut off this time?
No, I'll actually mute you.
He goes back and watches.
I'm just sitting here, just like, what? Why am I not saying words? No, I look forward to being a player again and actually being able to play and not feel like I have to sit back. I felt like I took a huge step back from playing with La Familia and the Gorillas the year before to being a coach and letting my players play. And, you know, it taught me a lot, too, because I get to see how people play and I can walk into the next season knowing more and actually getting the coaching experience helped me learn the game a little bit more than I already knew. But, yeah, I look forward to being a player. I look forward to playing for anybody in this room. I'll be happy to play with anybody as long as I don't have to shave my head to play on Pat's team.
Too late.
But, yeah, I'm very excited for Season 8.
Well said.
What was the question again? I'm fucking with you. You answered. But what I'm looking forward to is another season of being a captain. That's one. And another season of going 0-7. Crazy, ain't it? I made it. 2 wins. I shouldn't even been there. But
He's talking to you, Nick. His
What
voice.
I look for is I'm actually looking forward to Sunday actually because I'm hearing a lot of talent is going to be there and what we're going to have. So basically the how can I say that the talent of the boost of the talent of just not one of two of the guys on the team and then just like role players the next. So basically, and Mike can actually give props to his team with being more competitive. So that's so that's what I'm basically looking for and basically just having more fun on Sundays and giving Mike half of my day on Sunday. So, you know,
Shout out you.
you know, and yeah, just looking forward for season 8.
Well said. Well said. I'll keep it simple, man. I'm looking forward to the competition. I know a lot of y'all fired up to take down the Mambas, and yep, as you should be. I know the league owners fired up to make the
Chamber of
playoffs
Secrets.
and win.
Slice them up.
And after that, yeah, man, just the family environment, man. I think everybody looks forward to this every single week, and in the chats all week. Cell Nation does that for everybody. So, man, not to glaze the league, but keep glazing, baby.
Glazing Canes.
You got a shot.
For me, first, I mean, I've coached a bunch of different places, you know, different levels and stuff, but coached in this league for the first time. So building a team, you know, being there every Sunday, just, yeah, I know, yeah. And I get to watch a lot of good or a lot of bad basketball. We'll find out. But yeah, just building the team, picking the right guys, winning. Yeah, I mean, it's about nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get the job done. So.
Do you win in the chip first season?
I'm just excited for next season to just build another team with the franchise tags. It adds a different element. The 3-point free throw adds a different element. I'm also excited to compete against Kyle because we haven't competed coaching since, 2020? Yeah, AAU 2020. He did.
Oh.
My team was terrible. My team was. Yeah, my team was terrible. That was like our C team.
I'll be sending this to them.
But
Tommy, take a clip.
nah, but it was fun having Kyle on my team pretty much almost every season. I've been a captain, and he's been a very big part of me being coach of the year and me being where I am now. So I'm glad that he has this opportunity. So I'm excited just to compete against him as a captain. And I feel like he should have been here in this situation a while ago. And I've been, like with Pat, I've been saying it every single season. So I'm excited for this opportunity to try to get coach of the year again. I feel like, you know, that shouldn't be my goal. I should try to get my first ring.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this opportunity. I'm excited that I've been accepted back. And
Yeah. What made you? Because Mike called bluff from week 1. Probably scrimmages.
So
what made you decide to come back?
I have footage.
So I had a lot going on. Like I thought the high school position I would still have.
Yeah.
I also thought I would be leading my AAU team instead of being an assistant. So I had a lot of different dominoes that had to go into effect for me to come back. And fortunately for me and being in this league, the dominoes fell where I can be in this league and not miss what I expected was 4 weeks, and I'll probably miss 1 week. And I think I didn't want to come back for this season because I thought it was unfair as a captain to miss 4 weeks as opposed to someone else that can take that position and then I can come back the next season if it's possible. That's why I did what I did. But the game stuff, it wasn't a good day. And, sometimes it gets into your head. And, yeah.
It drove itself home for sure.
Oh, trust me. That Tesla on the way home, it was zooming, bro. Tremaine was like, Tom, why are you going so fast? I'm like, I'm going home, man. Tremaine wanted to stay. I was like, no, we're going.
Shout out Day Day for being a good sport, and I believe Fonzo stayed as well.
Fonzo
So shout
stayed.
out you guys.
I'm also excited, too, because Sterling has a younger brother, and he's trying out.
He tried all that.
He tried out, yeah.
Yeah, he's trying out again. He told me to shout him out, so that's what I'm going to do, too. Cause,
Spencer, I believe.
Yeah, I believe
Spencer
so.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
He's a nice kid.
Shake buddy.
But-
Shake bros.
But, yeah, that's what I'm excited for next season.
All right, Stallion.
Stallion. What'd you say? Yeah, fresh start for sure. I think the most important part, and Pat, you mentioned it, is the family part. Like having new faces in the league, just guys that are going to contribute and help out and actually give a shit, not try to avoid their points and assignments.
Yeah.
Not going to say names.
Or just try to get the points. Just to try to
Yeah,
get
I mean
the
that's a
points.
huge part of the growth. Adding the personalities. Without that, it wouldn't be as fun. I think outside of the games, we all talk shit. We all make jokes, and we just want guys that are going to contribute to that end as well. So that's what I'm looking forward to, just seeing the new personalities added.
I'm with you on that one, Dean. I'm looking forward to the new personalities, and definitely the who's going to be coming out to the Sunday Millers. New personalities definitely coming out. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to making the playoffs again. Big step last season, so I'm looking to do that again. Huh? Oh, we never change, baby. Always.
I think
humble.
after this, we should pick the conferences.
Right now.
Off air.
Off air.
Off air.
Oh, off
Let's
air.
do it off
Okay,
air.
okay.
No, I'll do it off air because we can discuss what a fairway is.
We're not going to pick it out of hat. Huh?
No, fuck that. It worked out terribly for us. Me.
No, for you. Yeah, it worked out great for me. I should
We'll,
be doing that.
we'll have a conversation after we're done.
We did it
No, we
during the captain pod last
Yeah.
Yeah, but
last
the
year.
rosters don't matter because clearly we have no judgment of character. We never think the team that's going to win wins, so it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. Well, he won champions.
It could be, man.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
But yeah, I'm just looking forward to the new personalities. Definitely, when you host a pod, you expect to meet new people. So I'm excited to see the new players that comes on and does the pod, and just to see who they are. But definitely, for me as a player, I'm looking forward to playing a little more and playing a little better. Tuesdays and Thursdays, baby.
Dean's been
Tuesdays
running
and
in the
We've been
fields.
running.
Wee. I've been
Um,
walking.
looking forward to Sunday. Tryouts are fun. Draft night's fun. I'm not really excited. So I'll just be honest. I'm not really that excited. I'm just tired.
He's
so
used to being in the
I'm working. I'm putting up a lot of shots. I want to win. I'm kind of annoyed how last season went. So hopefully next season goes better, or else maybe no season 9. So we'll see. Yeah. So season 8.
Mike makes the finals at minimum.
No,
I'm not in that conference.
I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna hopefully shoot well on Sunday and get a good pick, and then we'll see what the fuck happens. But if it doesn't go well, then season 8's
What
the end.
pick do you want?
I want 1. No, Mike Parker is because that's his franchise tag. So shout out Mike Parker.
So I can let Ray shoot for me?
You cannot, and I will not be letting Jeff shoot for me.
What if I'm not there? Can Alex shoot for me?
Why would you not be there?
I think I might twist my ankle.
Oh my god.
Lost his ID.
I might have a wedding actually.
Ah.
I think I
I'm gonna be stuck on a boat, so Sterling's gonna shoot for me.
I think somebody stole my ID.
I was supposed to take the train that he took, but I left. Yeah, exactly.
But Sunday, everybody come out. Tell everybody.
Tryouts.
Tryouts.
Please don't ask me to play. If you have time, we'll incorporate you guys. It's for the new players to play. I know
Mike,
you guys want
Mitchell.
to play. It's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you guys coming out to help. If you want to help, if you want to see the new faces, thank you. But you guys are only going to be incorporated if we need the numbers, or else we prefer to let the guys that are paying to try out have the ability to showcase their abilities in front of us. Thank you.
Hearing some big names coming out. It's gonna be a good day.
Dwight Howard.
Pause on what Mike said, but yeah.
I heard Shaq.
Yeah, Dwight Howard, man.
And
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ is coming. The second coming. Is that blasphemous?
JC is coming back. John Kerry's coming back.
Jason Channel, he's coming back.
Jason Channel. A lot of JC's coming out. We got the
WWJD.
JC3. There was, yeah, young JC, yes.
Jean Claude. But I think that's it for the final part of the season 7. Shout out everybody that joined us each week, each Wednesday at 8:30ish in the chat. Shout out everybody that subscribed. We hit, I think it was like 1,200 now. Yeah, 1,200 subscribers.
Yeah, we're over 1,200. We're over 1,200.
We started like 900. That's good.
Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Yeah, comment on it.
Yep. Shout out everybody.
Do something
Shout out
nice.
the captains once again. Shout out
Thank
Mike.
you guys for all your
shout out
help.
Mike and Ash for always hosting us every Wednesday.
Well, shout out all of you guys for helping. Captains could not do it without you guys. We give Pat Klein a hard time, but we do love Pat. It's just, if you make a lot of mistakes, I am going to publicly shame you. I'm sorry. Passion of the Christ. Crucify this. All right, guys. We'll
Catch you
see you guys on Sunday. Mother's Day night is the draft.
On E
Be
on
ready.
3, baby.
Finish
Yes,
on
sir.
E. Finish on season 7.
Peace.